Unsay gala di ang laing sumpay ning atong sugilanon. Maid of Fortune.
Right now it's just the two of us. Let's look at what's ahead.
Wa di ay? Sige. Excuse ninyo ha. At timanon ko tong tuas akong kwarto.
Angel.
Ano?
Oh, naon sa mangkahan? May problema ba?
May problema, Ryan? O sa man, Ryan?
Sige, biyain namin.
Okay. Good night.
Di mo niyam kitgali itong pabayaan na. Mura marag naigahong.
Han?
Han. Sakit kayo kung lamos, Han.
O niya, dili ka magpada sa ospital?
Di man mo subot si Angel.
Pero si attorney, ni-offer man to.
Bitaw. Sige na lang. O saon nga, mas paminahon pa man tong babayhanan ni attorney ko.
O niya, sakit makakayo yung magalawasan, Han.
Sakit ka, sige lang. Paminaw na lang ni nako una. Kung ang todog maurag yapon ni magpa-hospital na ko, ha?
Sige. Ihigda na lang. May mutang nagtarong.
Kisa man na imong sa.
Ako lagi sa, pero dadaan akong ospital, please!
O niya, willing kang mahibawan nila ni Irene o attorney ang tinuod nga nahitabo. Nga kamong duha ni Ryan ang nanghagbong sa hagdanan. Okay ra nimo nga mahibaw sila sa tinuod yung nahitabo?
Hindi ko saan ko din nahitaboy! Nahagbong raman mi kay nasipyat pagtikang si Ryan kay gialsa ko niyas pagkanaong!
Buhi, gani mo bakak, oy! Gusto ka ako ipakita nimo nga ako nakita sa CCTV ganiha? Di ka mo to, oh? Okay. Pakita unta dayon kag ebidensya. Nyara sa akong cellphone ay. Kay aron ka masayod, connected ra sa akong cellphone ang tanang CCTV camera ining mansyon.
Unsa?
Ha? Syokoy ka, unsa? Mauna. Tanaw ka, ha? Daray!
No.
Ha? Kay nga no, di ka makaharong pagtanaw sa imong kaugalingong kahugaw?
Higo na ba?
Nya, kasulti no, kung may bawas siya tinuod. Makalayas, yun magkadlaong dako. Ha? Kung sino oras ron, ha? Diyon sa naron? Alas 2:15 naman dahil ni, oy. O saman gusto ka ako sultihan sa attorney?
Sige. Tug-anis attorney dito. Mo ba kanimo ang gusto?
Actually, mo na akong gusto. Pero, mas na ako'y laing gusto nga mahitabo.
Unsa man gusto nimo mahitabo?
May bawra ka.
Uy, ngano ka, oy? Nihigda man ko kaniha. Dili ko nimo tabangan.
Ay, katugan ako.
Tabangin na ko ba?
Asa din akong pagdani mo din sa akong kwarto. Dili ni tabang? Kadako ng tabang inid, day? Pwede na ba yagid unta? Nga gipasagdan rati ka dito sa tupad ni Ryan o sa hagdanan nga plastada unta kay pananaw nila ni Irene og attorney. Pwede na gid ba yaw unta to na ko buhaton? Pero tungod kay buutan sa lagi ko usay, maong giguro ti kapaingon ni sa akong kwarto aron dili mo nila masakpan.
Pero ni samot ka sakit ang akong kalawasan kay mo kong giguroy paingon din sakit kayo. Huwag ko kasabot sa kasakit. Maugat ang bangi ko.
Shhh! Sa bahay nagsaba, Bi! Katugo na kay ko. Ay! Hilom na ba? Paggawason ti karon.
Nagalindasay gid siya sa tanatog. In pain gid siya. Pero nganong maragahadlok man si ni Angel?
Di ra na siya kinahanglang ipa-hospital, attorney, oy. Di ba, Ryan?
Ug wala sad siya masupak sa gisulti ni Angel. Han? Unsa man sakit gyud? Makadungog ka na ako?
Tabangi.
Oo, tabangan tikahan. Unsa man mga tugitag ospital?
Tabangi. Tabangi siya.
Han, makadungog ra ka na ako? Itaman na di ka ni siya.
Tabangi si Rona. Tabangi siya.
Oh,
Nah, ba ng tuyo ha? Batayo yun ako doon ha?
In the very heart of Central Asia, there's a country filled with remarkable landscapes and, just as importantly, incredibly warm and welcoming people. It's a place that perhaps offers one of the clearest windows into understanding Central Asia, a land full of mystery, history, and hidden stories. This is Uzbekistan, officially known as the Republic of Uzbekistan. Today, it stands as one of the 7 independent Turkic states. Around 30 years ago, it gained its independence after breaking away from the Soviet Union. Covering an area of about 447,400 square kilometers, Uzbekistan is a vast country. However, much of its land consists of deserts and mountains, meaning not every part is suitable for settlement. Still, around 35 million people live here, making it the most populous country in Central Asia. The country's most well-known city is, as you might expect, its capital, Tashkent. For most visitors, this is the first point of arrival. During the Soviet era, Tashkent was a major commercial hub, and at one point, it was the 3rd most populous city in the entire Soviet Union after Moscow and St. Petersburg. Today, it is home to roughly 3 million people. Uzbekistan is landlocked, with no access to the sea, only rivers and lakes. Among them is the Aral Sea, once considered the 4th largest lake in the world. Over time, however, it has dramatically shrunk, transforming from what was once called a sea into a much smaller body of water. Now here's something fascinating. Uzbekistan is quite literally a country of gold. And that's not just a figure of speech. It ranks as the 4th largest gold producer in the world. Alongside gold, the country is rich in natural resources like uranium. Its fertile lands also place it among the top 5 cotton producers globally. Add to that natural gas, oil, and coal, and you begin to understand its economic strength. Today, Uzbekistan exports these resources to countries like China, Kazakhstan, Russia, and Turkey, making it a relatively wealthy nation by regional standards. Looking briefly at its history, Uzbekistan was once one of the most important centers of life and trade in Central Asia. It served as a key hub along the Silk Road, connecting China and Europe. With trade came cultural exchange, making the region incredibly vibrant and diverse. Its wealth and strategic importance attracted powerful rulers like Alexander the Great and Genghis Khan. The Mongols, in particular, left a lasting mark, devastating much of the region during their conquests. After Genghis Khan, the great Turkic ruler Timur rose to power and established his dominance over these lands. Timur had a deep appreciation for art and culture, and he brought scholars and philosophers from across the world to Samarkand, turning it into a center of learning and culture. By the 16th century, however, the Silk Road had lost much of its former glory. Uzbekistan began facing economic difficulties and struggled for independence against Russian expansion. And
thousands of kilometers from the nearest city, and yet people
Pwede na mag-cash in sa Bayad Center. Dahil PAGCOR accredited. Insured ang player wallet mo. Kaya naman.
Biktima sa mansa sa basa na ilog. Huwag ikaw isa sa mundo ko. Pero kaya sa Ariel Canayda. Mansa sa basa na ilog. Mas maganda na. Ina-Identix Howard Way. Isipin man siya. Isipin sa Ariel.
In the heart of the Amazon, is there a market where rare animals are sold? And many of them are illegal. They're sold in broad daylight. Some are alive, others in pieces. Others become medicine. The amulet, but most become food. This place exists and operates every day. Today we will enter the Bola market in Iquitos, Peru. One of the largest centers for illegal wildlife trade in the world. The city of Iquitos has about 500,000 inhabitants and is the largest city in the world without road access. It can only be reached by boat or by plane. That's why the forest becomes the region's natural market. And Belém is the center of commerce. The market covers 6.5 hectares. Nearly 20 blocks and more than 200 wild species sold alive or dead. The market is divided into fish, meat, fruit and vegetable sections, and the famous witch's corner. The natural remedies sector, magical potions and items for rituals. The Amazon rainforest has the greatest diversity of wildlife on the planet. And it has more species of fish than the entire Atlantic Ocean. In the Bala market, almost all these fish have a very simple fate. They become food. And the first exotic fish we see is the praira. Known as the vampire fish, its teeth are frightening. Prairas can reach 1 m in length. But smaller specimens are more common at the market. The variety of fish is impressive. And soon we see the river monster, a tiger catfish. Beautifully striped and huge, it can reach 1.5 m in length. But those seen in the market are around 1.2 m. An animal that many people would pay to have alive in an aquarium. There it becomes food. The fish section is huge and has many rare species. Soon we saw an arowana, the dragonfish. It is about 45 centimeters long and uses structures on its tongue to detect movements and hunt. The red-bellied piranha stands out of the stalls. Just pull its lip and the teeth appear. Sharp, made to tear flesh as if it were paper. And Alice notes that there are more than 40 types of piranhas in the region. On another table, we see the armored catfish. With a prehistoric appearance, their skin is hard and rough, and strangest of all, some are still alive. They can survive out of water for 3 days or more. Nearby, we find a pirarucu. The pirarucu is one of the largest freshwater fish in the world. Native to the Amazon, it can exceed 3 m and 200 kg.